Hi, I'm Andries Muller, and I'm applying for work as a farm worker in the USA. And I'm making the CV to tell you more about myself and give you more reference about the work I've done in the past and what I can achieve and what I'm able to do, and uh, to give myself uh, the confidence that I will be able to do the work as a farm worker. First of all, about myself, uh, I'm very determined to do anything, and I'm very determined to do my work safely and according to rules and procedure, and I'm willing to go the mile with the farmer and the crew members that I'm working with, and make it much enjoyable as possible for myself and for the other workers. Um, I have been in three different situations where I had to, first of all, I was working in the mines for many years, and from there decided now I'm gonna do a job. I'm gonna get a new field of work to work in, and I went from there to alarms and CCTV and access control in it. I done quite well as well, and I worked myself up there as well, and I was working for myself as a subcontractor, but then ADT, the company I was subcontracting for, they stopped all subcontracting work, and they decided now it's now time for me to work for them, or they can't help me anymore. So I did went over to them, and I worked for them for about 2 years, and it didn't work out because the money was not enough, and I started struggling, and I decided now it's time for me to move on and get something better to do. So then I decided to go into the steel industry, and I started a new career there as well. I started working with as a steel erector. That is basically building buildings, and that's what steel erectors do. They just uh, connect steel to the buildings and build it from floor up to the top. And I was doing that for about, let's say, more or less a year. And I decided now that I want to work in a workshop, and or doesn't matter, but I want to be more creative and actually manufacture stuff and do maintenance and repair work and that. So yes, I became a semi-skilled boiler maker, and I started working as a semi-skilled boiler maker, and I in this trade now for more or less 10 years, and I worked there as a semi-skilled since the beginning. I start from the bottom, and I start learning the basic stuffs about semi-skilled, the basic stuff about welding and all that. So yes, in the end of the day, like right now, I work myself up to a boiler maker, but unfortunately, I didn't have to go. I didn't have the money to go for my red seal. So unfortunately, I'm still getting paid as a semi-skilled boiler maker, but I'm doing the work as a boiler maker. Right now, this company I'm working for, I'm going now for 5 years working for them, and I don't make a lot of money. And the reason why I decided now I want to go over and work on farms is only for the fact that the day if I go on pension, I have nothing to show, and I have nothing to do money wise. So for me to stay where I'm staying now is gonna be a loss, and I know for the fact I'm gonna struggle the day if I go on pension. That's why I'm applying for this job as a farm worker. My honestly truth is, I never been on a farm, if I never worked on a farm before, but I know farms. I know that the land have to be prepared before planting. Then the seeds goes into the ground, and then afterwards they have to. Before that, just the fertilizers have to put in. Then the seeds goes into the ground, and after that, uh, meanwhile you have to get your water running there and your sprayers and all that stuff that actually feed the water to the fields where you planted, and afterwards you have to debug everything, and for all the bugs, and for what do you call it, man? English word for it, uh, fertilize it, and from there it's harvesting time You have to harvest, take everything out of the land, take it to a place where you put it off, where you sell it, and from there it's a new year again, and everything starts over again. So that's the basic stuff that I know about farming. But in the meantime, since I've been I left school, I went to the military, and I done my military service, and from then I had to. There I were a driver, and I actually drive Samuels, Magiras, Mercedes, all the kinds of big trucks that we had in that time, and that's where I learned to drive trucks and uh, with trailer as well, and from then uh, I was in the army for 2 years, and afterwards I left, and that was only army license that I had at that time, and that wasn't valid for a civil like. But on the mines, I also uh, driven earth moving equipment, and my job was to have license for Tamrock, that's your underground earth moving equipment, that is your front end loaders, your drill rigs, and on surface I had the three-wheel lock loader, had to obtain my license there to operate only on the mine grounds, not on the public roads, but I done all that courses, and I have still got that certificates to show it to you. And same as when I start doing boiler making, we're doing all the earth moving equipment, and we're doing repairs from mine, and we're installing new structures they want. So yeah, I'm uh, quite familiar with all the types of trucks and stuff, because we have to move it around and uh, put it places where we want it. So I have to drive them. And yes, I also had done my license on for this company, DMC I'm working right now, and yeah, but it's also only permit me to drive on our company's grounds, not outside the company grounds. But yes, and basically tractors, I know the old tractors, I used to drive them, and but the new ones with the computerized tractors, to be honestly, I haven't got a clue what's going on there, because I never drove one of them, I never sat inside one of them. But the thing is, to drive it, it will be for me, it will be quick for me to learn how to operate and drive it, because I'm a fast learner. As you can see, after 3 careers, I made a set of all of them, and so yeah, I'm quite capable of driving anything that can be driven, and I'm quite capable of learning a lot about farms, uh, and just take myself further into life and work for you as a farm worker, and doing maintenance. If you need maintenance, I can do all the checks in the first checks you have to do in the morning, or the before checks you have to do before you use and operate equipment. I know what to look for. Like on trucks, you go through the condition of your trucks on the outside, and that means your wheels, mirrors, bodywork, diesel tank, everything you can see in the outside. You just go past and check everything in it, and then from the inside, you go into your hydraulics, your air, because that is main things that actually operate uh, while you're driving the truck. And if you haven't got air, you can't move the truck even. So yeah, that's stuff that you have to take. And inside the engine, it's the oils, hydraulic oils, water, and all that basic stuff. Yes, I've done that and I know it. So that's basically everything that's have to be checked on trucks. I can check them. With mechanical work, it's no problem for me to take something apart or put it back again. But I will never say that I'm a mechanic, due to the fact that all the new mechanized uh, vehicles and computers nowadays, you actually need a laptop to work on a motor before you can do anything else. Otherwise, it won't start, because you have to reset what you removed or replaced and all that stuff. So yes, I'm not familiar with that. So But yeah, I'm willing to do anything that is possible for me to do on a farm, and I'm quite honest with you. Working with other guys is not a problem for me. I can get well. I can communicate with the people well. I can honor the farmer that I'm working for, and I'm an easy guy to live with, and I'm an easy guy to actually give instructions and stuff because I'm listening and I'm doing what's been told, and I know what is priority, what is not priority. So yes, I will always uh, be available. I know some days you're gonna work late, and some days you're gonna work only hours you have to work, but I'm willing to do anything. I'm willing to do that work that have to be done, and the times that you have to work, I'm willing to work that times as well. And that's basically everything what I mentioned. I've got certificates for it, and I'm I don't know what to say else, but I know I can do the work. If somebody just gives me a chance just to prove myself, then they will see that I'm a strong worker. Like for instance, here where I'm working now as Boilermaker. I'm standing on my feet for 9 hours a day. That's on a normal day. That's not with overtime, because we also work a lot of overtime here. But on a normal day from Monday to Friday, it's 9 hours a week that you have to spend on your feet a day, and I'm used to it. I'm not scared to work. Metal are heavy, uh, welding are hot, and yeah, it's something that actually uh, take the last bit of energy out of you if you're not fit enough to do it. And I'm still capable of doing that for a long time in my life. I'm used to it. So yeah, I'm actually used to working hard and to bring my side. Thank you very much, and enjoy a day further on.